Moving on, the Ghana Railway Development Authority has started its demolition exercise at Kilometer 19 stretch of the Tema-Mpakadan railway line project. The Kilometer 19 stretch starts from Ablekuma through to Afienya in the Ningo-Prampram district. However, the exercise has been met with stiff opposition from residents who are complaining that the authority is demolishing structures beyond its original markings. Citi News's Tema correspondent Elvis Washington has more in this report.
Residents of Ablekuma in the Ningo-Prampram district are unhappy with the Ghana Railways Development Authority, accusing them of unfair treatment in its ongoing demolition exercise. The residents say the officials are extending the exercise to houses they were not originally earmarked for demolition. They say this did not offer them the needed grace period to pack out their belongings before today's demolition. Jeffrey Tetenati, an opinion leader at Ablekuma, together with some affected residents, spoke to Citi News.
When they started constructing the railway, the distance which is supposed to be left, they themselves, they have packed all, they have planted their pillars. Then then they started entering into the land which has been plotted. We called them. They said, we should allow them so that they do the station planning. Then they will send it to the highways, railways, so that they should come and see us. Since then, they didn't come. Then the only thing they did, they started marking the walls, remove. People's building which fall on that land too, they wrote the same thing. Then yesterday we were in the house when they brought machines. Then they started pulling down the buildings.
And the people who are even coming to do the work, even if you are talking to them, they are not even willing to listen to us. So yesterday, whether they bring policemen, so that you can't even talk, you can't even ask them what exactly they are doing. We consult the authorities. Even the engineer, that's the Prampram district, the engineer there, even he came here, he don't even want us to talk. Yesterday, I was even asking him a question. He was telling the policemen that they should arrest me. And I told the police that they cannot arrest me because I'm not insulting them. I'm asking him a question so that I'll know what is happening. So if he's not ready to communicate with us, then what are they trying to do? So even the engineers and the people who are even in charge of it, if you are talking to them, they don't tell us anything. They are not willing to talk to us. So that we even tell them this is what is happening so that we sit down and talk about it. They are not communicating with us.
The Ningo-Prampram district engineer, Justin Glover, denies the claims by the residents. He says they have been very considerate by reducing the number of houses they should have demolished.
At Ablekuma Point, there is a rail stop there. And so we went in 30 meters instead of 20. That is where they feel that we have gone beyond the allowed maybe distance that we are taking. But that is not the case. We are right within the reservation. Like I said, it is about 30 meters, but we are taking 20. But when we got to the rail stop, the idea was that we need to expand it to accommodate the rail stop. So basically that's it. We are not going beyond the medicine. In fact, some of the structures, we are even trying to be a bit economical because in order to take the full reservation, more structures should have gone.
The Corporate Affairs Manager of the Ghana Railways Development Authority, Mamiya Eja Ayensu, indeed admits that they went beyond the normal markings. She says the extra space is required for a train station.
We're having a station. The pillars that you saw earlier was 20 meters here, 20 meters there. Now, because we're looking at using the location as the station, we have to do 40-40. If we're done 40, it means we've affected more houses than expected. So we decided to share the 20 on both sides. So we did 30 here and 30 here. So even though the pillars back then showed that it was 20 meters, we had to go that way so that we could get the space for it because they have encroached. Now, if we go, so now we have 10 meters there extra. If we go beyond that 10, it means that we have encroached on people's land and we have to pay compensations to them, but we haven't done that yet. So my job as a corporate affairs manager is not just to lead this demolition exercise and just ruin people's lives. I educate, I sensitize. Per marking, we did a marking over 3 days. Whilst marking, we let them know that we're coming and this is what you have to do. If you have the chance, where we've marked, use a concrete cutter, cut it so that when the machine comes, it will only drag where, so that you can only use cement to finish off where we took. Some of them started hurling insults. They will meet you up with insults. When you meet somebody with insults, we can't educate you.
For Citi News, I am Elvis Washington reporting from Tema.